Having entered my street, I slowed down and drove more carefully. The city council has still not fixed the dangerous pothole in the middle of the road, despite my weekly phone calls and letters. Our street was at the bottom of a steep hill, which caused cars to drive onto it at an unacceptably high speed, and I was worried that one day there would be an accident. Apparently, it wasn't worthy of attention since I never received any response other than, "We're working on it." Well, maybe I'll think about voting for the opposition in the next election. As I approached the house, I noticed a large car parked in the driveway. I wondered if Emma's friend was visiting. I knew her friends well, and they hung out at our place from time to time, so it wouldn't have been weird, but the car didn't look like anything her friends would drive. Emma and I dated for 4 years and lived together for the last year. I knew she was expecting a ring soon, and my plan was to give it to her and propose for life. It turns out she was going to give me my own lifelong memory instead. I parked in the garage and entered the house, announcing my presence. "Honey, I'm back from work." She was sitting in the living room on the sofa with a man I had never seen before. I had a really bad feeling about this, but I decided to give her a chance to talk before I got angry. I didn't know we had a guest. "Who is this, Emma?" "Welcome home, dear. Mark, this is Donovan. I think we need to talk." My fears confirmed, I tried to remain calm about the situation, knowing that I would gain nothing by being violent. "What is there to talk about? You know how this looks, and I really hope I'm completely wrong about this, and instead you both have a wonderful explanation." "Well, you see, we've been dating for a long time, and I really want to marry you and grow old together. But I'd like to explore a few things before we settle down for good. I don't want to get to 60 and regret everything I didn't do, so I want to get it out of my head while I'm still young and single. I've been dating Donovan for a while, and I don't want to keep doing this behind your back. I thought it would be fair to let you know. I want to propose to you so that we can all be happy. Don't you think it would be nice to open up our relationship?" "Open a relationship? Honestly? What's fair about this, Emma? It's just a bunch of crap. I hope you don't take it that way. You understand that by agreeing to this, you will be free to meet other women. But I trust you enough to know that you will come back to me. I won't pretend to like it, but for a relationship to be successful, both partners have to play by the same rules. So I can't deny you what I want for myself. Give us a chance and you will see how much stronger we will become as a result. Even if you're not completely convinced, I'm sure that in a few months you'll see this as just a nice little shake-up in our relationship." Are you even listening to yourself? You're not playing by the rules at all, aren't you? You're having an affair behind my back, and you have the nerve to pretend it's an open relationship so you don't feel bad about it? A little shake-up? God, you're crazy. Have you always been this stupid and I just didn't notice? Donovan began to speak. "Now listen here. No, shut the hell up. This only concerns her and me. And I've had enough. Both of you get out of my house right now. I'm disgusted by your presence." Emma sighed. "I really hoped you wouldn't react that way, but I assumed it was possible. I've prepared a bag with a few things, and I'm going to be with him for the next few days to give you a chance to calm down. I'm sure you'll understand what it's like for—" "Get out!" Looking at my face, Emma decided that it was in her best interest to comply with my demands. She grabbed her bag and came over to kiss me, but the anger she saw in my eyes made her change her mind. They both left the house and headed to his car. I walked up to the door and, trying to remain as calm as possible, said, "I hope you know we're done. I'll let you know when you can drop by to pick up the rest of your things. I hope you have the sense to ask someone else to help you, since your lover is not allowed in my house." Emma stood closer to me, near the passenger door, while Donovan walked over to the driver's side, facing the road. She tried to make one last request. "Honey, please don't make any decisions right now. I know you're upset and I'm sorry to be the reason for this, but I'm sure this will make us stronger in the long run. I'll give you a few days before we talk and—" Her words were interrupted by the loud sounds of an engine running at full power. We watched as a red sports car drove down a hill at a very high speed, well above the speed limit. The deafening sounds made conversation impossible, so Emma fell silent, waiting for the car to pass by. I watched the car approach and realized that it was heading straight into a large pothole, too fast to notice and react. After diving into a pothole, the car spun out of control and crashed into Donovan's car on the driver's side. From the side where Donovan stood, waiting for Emma to finish speaking, her look of horror told me everything I needed to know. A smile appeared on my lips. Perhaps I will still vote for the current mayor. Subscribe to our channel so that your second chaff doesn't cheat on you, and go ahead and listen to the next story, because this story is nothing compared to the next one. If you're under 18, don't even think about listening to the next one.